right, we are hanging out. Hey, I'm Knolly Williams, your success coach. I've got Gilliam, Deb Gilliam in the house with me. We're hanging out, and Will and Deb have had an independent brokerage, Lake Life Realty. They've been running for many, many, many years, super duper successful. What I love about you guys is that it's not just you that are successful. Most independent brokerages, you'll find that the broker is successful if they've got 13, 15, 20, 24, 30 agents. The broker is very successful, and they've got 1 or 2 successful agents. With you guys, everybody's producing.
Right.
Everybody is producing. I don't know how you've made that happen, but that's maybe another topic.
Yeah.
But independent brokerages, are you safe? Are you secure? Is eXp the right home for you? And that's kind of what we wanted to talk about here, because when you guys came to eXp, you had a independent brokerage, still do. Okay? I still consider myself an independent broker.
Right.
Okay. I'm on a platform. Guess what? And you talked about it.
Yeah.
You know, you can have an Intel chip or an AM. We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
That was powerful for me to hear that. But independent brokerages in general, some of them are afraid of even opening up the conversation around eXp.
Right.
But they're also afraid of continuing to do what they're doing.
Right.
Because they know that is not the future.
Right.
So let's just talk about that for a minute.
You know, we've been an independent since, you know, like I told you before, I bought a real estate company, and then a month later got my real estate license. Crazy. That's just a long story, but I'll just, you know.
Well, then we'll talk later about getting over your fear of talking in front of people, how you did that.
Oh, yeah. I get over my, you know, you look at me, I'm like, no, we just like to give the gab camera. Oh, yeah, we like it. But when I get in front of somebody, today I'd like to talk to you about real estate, being a realtor today. I sucked. I couldn't do it. And so I saw a bunch of guys, I'm going to give you the Cliff Note version, saw a bunch of guys at a mall, stand-up comics, acting a fool, and they weren't funny, but they had stage presence. I thought, I love these guys. I started asking them questions during their breaks, not making anybody laugh because they sucked. And I hung out with them, and about 2 months later, I performed stand-up comedy. And once I did that, it took another 2 months another month to do comedy in a nightclub. I mean, a comedy club. Once I did that, now I was like, I can do anything. Wow. Literally, I could. So fear of public speaking went away. I was afraid of heights. Jumped out of an airplane. So you know, it's a little drastic, but it works. It works for me. So
you can understand really the fears that. For example, an independent broker is facing.
Right.
Regardless of if it, you know, like the fear of flying or the fear of heights or the fear of speaking in front of people, and the fear of giving up something that's mine. This is my baby.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to give that up. And one of the things that, you know, I was talking to an independent broker a couple weeks ago, and I was explaining to her, you're not giving up anything. This is a process of addition, not subtraction.
Oh yeah. When I first joined the eXp, I mean, one of the biggest questions Knolly and I discussed was, why would I do that? Why would I give up my independence? And he says, you're not. And it took, we decided in August, a year ago, at this cabin, we're up here in the upper Canyon, Rio Dosa. And once we decided and got all the questions answered, Deb and I started talking about, Deb, if I'm not the broker of record, I don't have the headaches. And Deb was thinking, they have a transaction coordination program, so SkySlope, she didn't have to do all the paperwork. And so
plus they have accounting department, which I was, tech department, which I was. I mean, wow, it was so freeing for me.
A lot of the headaches and hassles as an independent brokerage was gone. And I thought, and I was thinking too, how do I keep my top producers as an independent in a small little market? And you know, you got to keep throwing stuff out and start inducing them. And I thought, I don't have the resources, or I mean, my well's empty. And the eXp has unbelievable training, 50 hours a week, live training with top dogs of throughout the whole nation. Technology, as an independent, you can't buy. You can't really afford that for everybody. Everybody gets their own website, KV Core, transaction coordinator, all coordination with SkySlope, all this stuff. I thought, this is a no-brainer. That's why Deb, when she saw the 30-minute video, No brainer. I know, well, wait a minute, this is
Wait a
my
minute.
baby we're trying to throw out now.
Yeah.
And once we got in, it was like, whoa. And then a really big thing that I think every realtor needs to know: do you have an exit strategy?
Mm-hmm.
Ask yourself that. Do you have an exit strategy? I guarantee you don't. Most realtors don't retire. They what?
Expire.
They
Yes,
expire.
that's
They
it.
have to work till they can't. And with eXp, it's we're not just realtors, we're entrepreneurs. And with eXp, we have built-in wealth creation. And you're thinking, well, what's wealth creation with eXp? We're not just working for our commission, 3% commission, whatever it is. We get stock. Every time we have a transaction, we buy 5% of the stock at a 10% discount.
Mm-hmm.
And when we started last year, the stock was at $8, and now it's over $40 in 1 year. And Deb looked at our portfolio today; it's over $56,000.
Yeah.
$56,000.
Yeah. After 1 year.
Yeah, in 1
And
year.
imagine, just stop right there. So I was with a franchise for 10 years. 10 years of a franchise. Won't say the name, the initials are KW.
Yeah, we don't mention
Yes.
names.
But I was there for 10 years, loved every single minute of it. I didn't like it, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And just with what you're saying, I could have left after 10 years with $500,000. You know how much I left with stock? Not even 10 cents worth of stock. You know, and you know, the jokes in the old days about eXp being a penny stock, which at one time it was.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? I didn't even get a penny stock when I left.
You didn't get any
I
stock.
didn't get anything. So this is absolutely incredible. We're not talking about concepts and ideas that are possible. We're talking about stuff that really is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It really is happening. It's not
Right.
just on paper.
Right.
You know, we actually can look at our portfolio every
Mhm.
single day,
Mhm.
and it just looks better every single day.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that was the stock portion. I haven't even mentioned the good part, revenue share. Well, you know, revenue share, and you mentioned that other company, KW, they have profit sharing.
Right.
We have revenue share. What does that mean? So when I came on, I had 16 agents, and all of them signed up, and you know, I'd say 12 signed up under me directly.
Right.
I sponsored them, and then the others sponsored each, you know, their father, son, and sister. But the point is, every month, right off the bat, our 80-20 split, eXp takes the 20% that they take and pay out revenue share.
Mm-hmm.
Not at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's revenue. Is revenues coming in? They share. Not profit share, which means you have to wait and see if there's any profit to share, and usually not, or very low.
Yeah.
And so right there, you're like, there's another revenue stream. And then what's really cool about eXp versus the independent is it's global now. I mean, literally global. When we cross borders, I can build a team in Arkansas, Louisiana, California, Australia, Spain, England, if I know people there. And so I could build a team and also a referral. The referral network is incredible. And so it's really nice to, I have a client right now that says, hey, Will, I've got this ranch in Arizona. Can you help me sell it? I know somebody. Pick up the phone, referral, or go to the eXp referral line, and boom. And it's like, bam, instant. When you're an independent, you're like, well, I don't know anybody. We have a lot of people. We have over 30,000 agents right now.
Mm-hmm.
And when you started, would they have 18? No,
When I started, it was like 16,000.
16,000.
Yeah.
And so we're growing. And part of that independent versus now is, I don't want to miss this train. I didn't cash in on Amazon.com when Amazon was a penny stock
Little bit.
or Netflix.
Yep.
eXp is that Amazon or Netflix.
Or Tesla.
Yeah. So it's the future, which is now. And in 5 years from now, who knows where the independent's going to be? I mean, we've taken the real estate market by Inman's always talking about eXp and winning awards and all that. It's kind of cool. And
The last piece I wanted to talk about was just identity in general, because this is a big concern for many independent brokers.
Right.
You know, do I lose my autonomy? Do I lose my identity? And one of the things that you and I talked about early on, and we talked with Deb about as well, is, okay, I have Lake Life Realty. Am I going to have to change the logo? Am I going to have to change my colors? Am I going to have to change my color scheme? Am I going to have to change? And I said, man, you're not going to have to change anything. And you know, you're going to have the look, because with eXp, only state guidelines that's what we follow. So if the state doesn't like the name, then we've got to change it a little bit, you know. But other than that, you can keep your colors, your look, because we're not a franchise.
Nope.
We're not like, we don't say, hey, the balloon has to be this big on the side.
Right.
No. You know, eXp could be as small as you want or as big, depending on your state. Your state might have certain rules around it, but we don't. So talk about the identity piece, because you were like, man, everybody knows
I struggle with that.
Yeah.
Nolly, I was thinking EXP. I mean, what is EXP? I mean, 3 letters? I mean, come on. Exponential. You know what I mean? But so I thought I built that Lake Life. And so after I realized I can keep Lake Life, all we did was drop Realty and put Lake Life Team, because now it's really a team. And so that was it. And what's really cool, there's a builder, custom builder out in Horseshoe Bay. He builds minimum $300 per square foot. And he was looking at my car, and he said, hey, so you joined that eXp company? I go, yeah, what do you know about it? He goes, Will, that's a good company. That's the future. That's where companies like you, independents, are going. Yeah. You hitch your wagon to a great company. I thought, you're 7 years old. How do you know about eXp? And he said, I may be 70, but I've got my finger on the real estate pulse. I'm a custom builder in Horseshoe Bay. So he knew. And that just encouraged. I thought, that blessed me. And I thought, man, we made the right decision.
Yep. And
then after Tony, I think we talked about Tony before, 6 weeks he capped. And then just a month ago, in July, he made Icon. And he's thinking, well, that was the smartest move you ever made. I'm just going to say it's a God thing. Give God all the glory for that.
Yeah.
Well, if you're an independent broker, you have an independent brokerage, you've got 15 agents, 10 agents, 8 agents, 20, 40, 100 agents, doesn't matter. Give Will and Deb Gilliam a call. Let them talk to you around the concept of what you have now and what that would look like at eXp. They've made the move. They've already been here for a full year, and they're reaping the results and the rewards of being in partnership. Okay, we're not under anything. We're equal we're in partnership with eXp, and it's just powered. Talk about the powered by eXp. You had mentioned that early on, that you could have a computer, it could have an AMD chip or an Intel chip. Doesn't matter. It's just how is it powered, and the consumer doesn't care.
No.
All you got to do is
as long as you can get that job done, they don't care.
Exactly.
And we just deliver results. And with eXp, the platform, it's so powerful that an independent really can't do it. They can't.
You just don't have the money.
Yeah, don't have.
So I would say make the call sooner rather than later. Reach out, send them a text, shoot them an email, say, hey, I'd just like to talk to you around this. I'm not really deciding to make any move right now, but I just want to talk to you around this. And you don't have to be serious about making the move, but they'll talk to you, they'll be honest with you, they'll show you what the real deal is. So call them, text them, or shoot them an email, and super accessible. You guys are super accessible.
Operators are standing by.
I hope this has been helpful. God bless you.